So, welcome everybody to Mindfulness Monday. We are lucky enough once again to have Chris Asselman, a certified mindfulness facilitator, lead us through this exercise. So, please enjoy. Go ahead, Chris. So thank you very much.
Great. Thanks, Jason. Welcome, everyone. I think we have quite a small group in the planetarium as it's the very last session of the semester. But hopefully folks will enjoy these videos over the summer on YouTube. Maybe they can be supportive in the midst of all the summertime busyness, which is different than the school year busyness, but can still be times when you want to just insert a pause in your day. So settling into your chair, your seat, your cushion, wherever it happens to be that you've landed. And find a posture that you can comfortably maintain for the next 20 minutes or so, knowing that you are free to move, shift, stretch, adjust in any way that you need to during this time. The way this usually goes is that I will talk for a little bit, offer some introductory suggestions and guidance, and then I will talk a little less and a little less, and then together we'll be in silence for a while, and then I will speak up again and bring us out of the practice. For those who are wondering, mindfulness, a definition that I like to use is that it is a practice of paying attention to our present moment experience with an attitude of curiosity, openness, and a willingness to simply be with things as they are. So it is a practice, and you can practice pretty much anytime, anywhere, but usually it is helpful to have a quiet and calm space, especially if you're going to sit for 20 minutes. You can leave your eyes open or closed, whatever feels most comfortable. And know that throughout my instructions, what I am offering are only suggestions. If it doesn't work for you, please feel free to let it go. You are always in control of this practice. So that being said, as we found our position, our comfortable posture, aiming for a straight spine, aiming for an alignment where each vertebra is stacked one on top of the other. And you might even imagine that there's a little thread pulling up slightly from the top of your head. And your ears are aligned with your shoulders, and your spine is erect, giving you as much as possible full access to the breath. And with that, go ahead and take just 2 or 3 deep, long, slow, deep, intentional breaths. I usually do in through the nose and out through the mouth. Sometimes when I do this, I will yawn. The body knows when it is safe to relax. And once we've taken our intentional breaths, just allow the breath to come and go at its natural pace and rhythm. We're not going to try to control it in any particular way. And we've paid a little bit of attention, perhaps, to our posture. And you might try noticing your exterior experience, the temperature of the air around you. whether it is still or there's a breeze. Noticing the quality of light or of any sounds inside or outside of the room. Again, just orienting the body to where it is in space in this moment. However you're sitting, noticing all the points at which your body is being supported. Whether that's your hands resting in your lap, your seat or your back against the chair or cushion, perhaps your feet on the floor. Noticing all of these points of contact and support. And turning inward, noticing sensations in the body where perhaps there is tension or tightness. All of these places where we make contact with the chair or cushion or hands placed on our lap or stomach. Is there a way in which you are trying to help by holding yourself up in some way? Can you allow that to relax? Maybe the shoulders are habitually up a little towards the ears. Giving it a little backward shrug can just remind them that they don't need to do anything right now. They can just be at ease. Allowing the arms to hang down and pull the shoulders down slightly. Maybe there's tension other places in the body, like the jaw or the neck, the low back. You could notice these places and simply invite them to soften, to become a little heavier. Noticing also the interior experience. If there's any thoughts or feelings present. Maybe the mind has been very busy. Maybe there's some excitement that you're looking forward to. Or simply the momentum of the day that is continuing to propel. And without pushing anything away, you could simply invite those thoughts or feelings. Pause for the moment. Noticing what's here. Having perhaps that sense of curiosity. What is my mind and heart like today? So when we practice mindfulness, it can often be helpful to give the mind an anchor, the same way that we put an anchor down for a boat to keep it drifting away. The anchor is this way of keeping the mind tethered to the present moment. And much like our posture, we're not gripping or forcing anything. It's an invitation. Just like you would invite a friend to sit down next to you and relax in a chair, you're inviting the mind to stay here in this present moment. And because what the mind does is think thoughts and can sometimes be like a wiggly puppy, you can just offer the mind this moment to be curious about. And if it's helpful, we often use the breath as an anchor. There's different ways to do that. I often suggest counting. You can inhale, exhale, count 1, inhale, exhale, count 2, and so on until you get to 10. And if you do, start over at 1. And if you find yourself somewhere around 20 or 25, you can just notice that. Start back over at 1. And each time, that attitude of curiosity and openness is so important. I often encourage, if you can, a bit of friendliness or care, the way you would with that wiggly puppy, scooping it up and bringing it back. We're just noticing if the mind does wander. It's nothing to be ashamed about. It's just the mind doing what it does. You say, oh, thinking. Okay, let's go back to 1. Back to the breath. Each time just inviting the mind to be here in this moment. Nothing else it needs to do right now. If you find that the mind has drifted away, perhaps into sleep, just know that you are joining millions of other meditators throughout history. Sleepiness is one of the most common obstacles for meditation, and it's not a problem. It just means that the body needs rest. If you find that the mind is making plans or remembering conversations, that is also very, very common. You can simply label it when you notice it. Oh, planning, remembering, or just call it thinking. And it's almost like tapping a soap bubble, little thought bubble, and you're just tapping it. So the bubble pops, and you know that you're here and that you're thinking. It's amazing, the mind's ability to observe itself. If we can approach it with that sense of curiosity, of wonder, of friendliness. Oh, thinking. Welcome back. And at this point, I invite you to let go of the counting or any other anchor that you've been offering to the mind. And return again to the interior experience. How does the body feel now? What do you notice about the quality of mind or heart? Some things may still be there. Some things may have shifted or disappeared completely. It's just gathering information. What happens when I offer myself a little bit of stillness, creating this spaciousness during my day? You can also see if those places of tension or tightness are still there. Give a little wiggle to the fingers and toes. And flutter open the eyes if they've been closed. Noticing again the room, the light, temperature, other people sharing the space with you. Reorienting to the exterior experience and getting ready to move into whatever is next for us during the day and the week ahead. I hope that this has been nourishing and supportive for you all, and that you can perhaps take a little bit of that with you as you go about whatever you have next to do, offering some of that spaciousness and ease to everyone that you meet. Thank you so much. I'm glad you were here.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Jimmy's going to be putting on the lights here shortly. We have sunrise coming. Here we go. So thank you very much. This is the last Mindful Monday for the spring semester. Um, we will make an announcement about the fall semester. So, Krista, thank you very much for making yourself available to us. We really appreciate it. And I will be in contact with you a little bit later, okay?
That sounds great. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. And you and Jenny have a wonderful summer, and everyone else too.
Thank you. Thank you very
All
much.
right.
And Jenny, a special thank you to you for allowing us to do this here in
It
the
was a
planetarium.
pleasure.
So
Yay.
Thank you, Carissa.
Yay.
thank you very
Thanks, Jenny.
much.
Take care, both of you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
you too. Bye bye.
Bye.